Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and this is how my Timber Creek, not Timber Creek, what is it called? Hitchin' Timber card caddy is set up. Now I'm currently not using the card caddy, I'm using a billfold, but when I go minimalist, this is usually the minimalist wallet that I carry because it has the capability of carrying a pen and a pocket knife. I have one more minimalist wallet that I use that's more cash oriented. It carries a little bit more cash and carbs. But I like this. It was a gift from my brother. But I want to talk about this pen. This is the hinderer investigator pen. They call it a modular pen. There was the hinderer logo. And I like it for a couple of reasons. One, it's blue. It matches my Victorinox. And two, I bought this separately. And the bronze is kind of worn off of it. But it has a pokey bit on it. And it came with more of a field tip, blunt pokey bit. It's still designed to be more, to act as a Kubotan or something that you would use for pressure points or to jab people with to cause pain compliance. But I bought this, I think they call it the Warhead. And see if I can get it to zoom. Not zoom, but focus. This is called the Warhead, and it screws off. And you can replace it with either a completely flat end, a field point end, or this Warhead. And has a Fisher Space Pen, what you call it, insert. There's the pen, and let it focus, focus, focus. As you can see, it's a Fisher Space Pen. Well, you can't see that from there, but it does write, anywhere. And I like the fact that it screws onto the back, so you don't have to keep up with the cap separately. I like my pens to both screw on the pen part and the back. And it doesn't take a lot of threading. It's relatively quick to screw in and out. Very quick right there. And it does not have an O-ring, I don't think. But something that I have two problems with this pen. And I know the focus is going in and out. Sorry. When I get to more familiar with this camera, I'll be able to fix that. But something that happens with this pen a lot is that the pocket clip will loosen up, and you have to spin it until it tightens up again, and it doesn't always tighten up on the back where you can show the logo, but it just gets loose a lot, and so you're constantly having to tighten it up, and that's just really inconvenient. And like I said, or like you saw, it pokes out a good bit, and it has kind of some relatively sharp edges. And this is what happened. This is my back pocket right there, and I keep my wallet obviously right there. And being on a riding lawnmower, especially a zero-turn mower, those things can go pretty fast, have poor suspension, hitting bumps and holes and speed bumps. I'm constantly bouncing on my wallet, and it wore a hole into these pants. These pants were relatively new. They're probably my third newest pair of pants. And what I noticed, and I usually try to wear my Levi's to work and my nicer pants, on weekends and stuff. Pants are relatively expensive for me. I don't normally buy the off-brand ones, although I probably should start. but it wore this hole in them, and I was very disappointed in that. And I think, although I love having a pen on me, and I love the fact the original intent of this pen was to have something, that I can carry into a bar or nightclub that could be defensive in nature. This cause some pain compliance. This could actually pierce skin. It'll probably be considered a lethal weapon if you use it illegally or assault with a deadly weapon. But I think if I use this wallet again, I'm going to put the official space pen back into it. It's a lot more rounded. A lot more. That's East Texas coming out of me. But it's more rounded, and much more of it's covered by the wallet. And I think that'll be the better option for the card caddy. This cost about $80, so it's not necessarily the cheapest pen in the world. You are going to get something that's a little bit more unique. So not all of your friends are going to have this pen. So people are going to notice that you have a fancy pen, and it's relatively small. You can palm it, but yet you still have a striking surface that pokes out. It's a nice pen, but the two things that I'm disappointed with: one, the pocket clip loosening up, and then two, it rubbing a hole in my pants. I think this pen would be better off not in a wallet. That if you put it in a book bag or a padfolio or even in a short pocket, I think you'd be better off with this pen in a short pocket or a padfolio. And it is compact. It is easy to carry, but I'm overall a little bit disappointed in this pen. So that's it. That's the review. It looks cool in my opinion. Has that industrial look to it. And you do get some defensive capabilities with the warhead or the field point end cap. And you do get the ability to write upside down in boiling water, freezing temperature, and on Right in the Rain paper. But that's it. That's the review for $80. I'm a little bit disappointed, but it was definitely worth checking out, in my opinion, for me. Now that I know that a little bit disappointed in it, I can share that with you, and you can make your own opinion on this product. So that's it. I'm moving to the official space pen, and I'm probably going to put this in my camera bag or something like that, someplace where it won't hurt anything. That's it. I'm a Satsu 5, and I'm out.